The wheel of discipline, folks.
Wheel of discipline.
We're out at the range and we're now gonna start to shoot different IDPA and USPSA categories with Quinn Cunningham, our competition shooter extraordinaire. What does the wheel of discipline do? Well, what it does is it predicts your future. We're gonna use the wheel of discipline to spin the arrow and select randomly which category we're gonna shoot. We've got USPSA open, backup gun, USPSA production, IDPA enhanced service pistol, a couple of shooter's choice options, one where you pick and one where the other guy picks, IDPA compact carry, and carry optics. Over here, a selection of fine firearms from Shadow Systems based here in Plano, Texas. Let me show you what we have. USPSA production, as a reminder, 10 rounds, no magwell, no optic. We have an XR920 foundation. Technically, if we pulled the magwells off of this DR, this MR, or this DRL, those would also be USPSA production. IDPA enhanced service pistol, 10 rounds. You can put a magwell on there, but no optic. So it's really gonna be these guns, primarily with the magwells and no optic. Maybe the foundation if you wanna shoot one with no magwell. Shooter's choice is what it sounds like. IDPA compact carry is basically enhanced service pistol, but limited to 4 inches. So that's gonna be the limited edition gun. So this would be a 4-inch MR, perfect for the IDPA compact carry. Interestingly, 8+1. Carry optics, that could be either USPSA or IDPA, I suppose. That's gonna be the optically sighted MR or Quinn's gun. He's got a DRL out here. USPSA open with a compensator and an optic, okay, the DR920P. And then USPSA, oh, then backup gun, excuse me. Backup gun would be, of course, the little CRs. All right, so that is how we select our pistol and which set of rules we are shooting. I'm gonna take us now to a demonstration of the stage. All right, we're gonna start out seated in the chair. All of the targets must be engaged from the chair. So if it's IDPA, you're in the open, you're supposed to use tactical sequence, which would be 1 on the nearest threat, closest, 2 shots on the farthest threat, and then back to the first target, 1 shot. 1, 2, 1. The idea being you get a hit on every target before you shoot 2 on any target. If it's USPSA, you're just gonna blaze through it. All shots must be fired from the chair. Now, once we get over here, it's gonna get interesting. Because in the IDPA world, those reloads have to happen behind cover. So if he chooses to do a reload at some point here, he must be behind cover. Either he's gonna do a tactical reload where he retains the magazine, or he's gonna shoot to slide lock here and then do a speed reload and drop the empty mag on the ground. You cannot drop a magazine with rounds in it on the ground in IDPA. In USPSA, you're just gonna dump the mag on the ground, right?
So USPSA is gonna look like this.
USPSA is gonna just jump right in there.
Yep.
Same drill over here, using cover in the IDPA world, or just jumping out there and shooting them fast in the USPSA world, and then finishing over here on the last single target. Again, reloads matter depending upon if we're IDPA or USPSA. Okay, so we also are gonna make gear changes and so forth. One thing to mention is, in IDPA, you're supposed to have a covering garment. And so this doesn't really qualify. The test is you raise your arms and it's supposed to cover the gun. Do you have a covering garment?
I'm gonna have to jump from the moon to fit in this.
Yeah, you're not gonna fit in this shirt. So Quinn gets the benefit of no covering garment today. All right, I'm gonna try wearing this for the IDPA stuff. Other than that, we're gonna change out magazine locations and holsters and stuff to try to be as close to the rules as we can. And we're gonna go ahead now and spin. We did a little coin flip earlier.
We did?
You weren't there. You're going first. Yeah, you weren't present for that. So why don't you go ahead? I'll hold the wheel of discipline. You spin it.
Oh, that wasn't a good one. Let me do it again.
Well, does that count? Spin it again. It needs to really spin.
Let's hold it like this.
Okay,
yeah.
hold it like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready? The same thing.
Shooter's choice. Don't pick your regular category.
I will do. I want to try IDPA compact carry.
Okay, yeah. IDPA compact carry, MR920 with the magwell, 8+1.
Way out of my comfort zone.
Way out of your comfort zone. Let's do it.
IDPA compact carry.
All right, guys, we're now going to shoot our first stage with IDPA compact carry. Quinn is the shooter. He's got a limited edition MR920 Elite there with a magwell and 8+1 in the gun, and then 8 rounds in each of his mags. So he's going to start seated, and like we said, because he's shooting IDPA, you'll notice he shoots tactical sequence on these targets. All right, just give me a nod when you're ready. Shooter ready, stand by. Reload behind cover. All right, very nice. 1549. You'll notice he was using cover and he did his reload behind cover. All right, we're gonna spin again and then we'll score this so we have scores for today. I guess now I'm spinning for me, right? Yeah.
Sure, you spin for you. I'll hold it.
Okay, I'm gonna spin it hard.
Yeah, so we don't get yelled at.
USPSA Open.
Oh, jelly.
Something I've been avoiding since the 90s. All right, let's do it.
USPSA Open.
All right, now we're shooting USPSA Open. So this is gonna be high capacity magazines, all the bells and whistles. I'm shooting a DRP, and we're gonna be just kind of running and gunning this time.
So jealous.
I know, it's actually quite a bit easier gun to shoot than what you had. All right, I'm ready.
Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. Nice. 935.
935.
Good hit.
All right. So we're gonna score this one, but before we score it, we're going to spin. You're gonna spin for you.
I'm gonna spin for me.
I'll hold it.
Okay. I don't want to get yelled at if I do it
know.
wrong. I don't.
That's other shooter's choice.
Oh, it is? I pick carry optics, and I'll tell you why. I pick carry optics because we want to highlight carry optics. It's a USPSA and an IDPA gun, and that's where you shine.
Okay.
Unless and I could delegate and back and let you. No, I think you should shoot carry optics. Carry optics. Are you good with that?
Yeah. 935 is going to be
930, 935, but yeah, but this is an open gun, so.
Okay.
All right, here we come. We're gonna score this, and then we'll be back with Quinn shooting.
Carry optics.
And we're back. Wheel of Discipline says that Quinn is gonna shoot carry optics, which that's his jam. Look at this thing. Look how much love this gun has had.
Oh, I love this thing.
DRL with an SRO, and you can load to full capacity, which you've done, so have at it. USPSA rules, by the way, we're gonna do USPSA, not IDPA carry optics, so he's gonna be able to just kind of run and shred. USPSA rules. All right. Quinn, let me know when you're ready. Shooter ready. Stand by. Nice work. 938. 938.
Oh!
What was mine?
935.
I had a comp on my gun, so. All right, so 938, we're gonna go back and score, but before we do, we have to spin the wheel of discipline for me.
Ah!
You did great, it was great. All right,
Let me.
I'm gonna spin to see what I shoot. Other shooter's choice.
Backup gun, IDPA.
Backup gun, I somehow knew it was gonna be that. 5+1, here we go. All right, we'll score, I'll be right back with that.
Backup gun.
All right, folks, backup gun is what I got. This is gonna be brutal. So IDPA rules, of course, include the covering garment from concealment, a CR foundation, and I got 5+1 in the gun. So there's gonna be a lot of reloads. You're gonna see, it's probably gonna be kind of a catastrophe, but we'll find out. I think shots count, accuracy counts, especially in IDPA, so I'm gonna slow it down and try to get my hits. And here we go.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Stand by.
Ah. Reload with retention.
So clear, if clear, slide forward. Hammer down.
Whew.
Holster.
Kind of fun, honestly.
2387.
Really slow, honestly.
Well, this is really biased to accuracy because there's so many reloads. You really have to get your hits because if you're outside, that's 1 or 3 seconds added.
I know. So IDPA rules call for accuracy, and then with the backup gun, short sight radius, you really got to take your time. All right. So now you're spinning.
Yes.
For you.
For me. All right. Okay. I don't get yelled at.
Shooter's choice. You pick.
What haven't we done? Let's do USPSA production.
USPSA production. That's our next video. We'll score this one and see you in a minute.
USPSA production.
All right, folks. Quinn's last stage. You are shooting USPSA production class. So iron sights, 10+1, no magwell, and you have a
XR, Foundation XR.
XR Foundation. All right. So you'll see fewer tactical things and more speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Give us a nod when you're ready, sir. Shooter is ready. Stand by. Whoa, dude. That was solid. Okay, gun clear, reholster. 9.84, and he was boogieing on those
With
reloads.
production, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you should be very happy with that. 9.84 is smoking time for production. You may not have even seen it. You did a couple of speed reloads in there where you just dumped whatever was in the gun and stuck a fresh mag. Very, very nice. All right, I am impressed, man. Okay, so now I get to spin for my final one. The wheel of shame, discipline. Here we go. Carry optics.
Have you done that?
Have I done that? No, I haven't done that.
All right.
All right, is that IDPA or USPSA carry optics rules?
We haven't done IDPA. You tell me, what do you want to do?
I'll do IDPA carry optics because you did USPSA. Actually, wait a minute, no. I'm gonna do USPSA carry optics so that we can see how much better you are than I am.
Carry optics.
All right, so last stage, my last stage. I'm very much in Quinn's territory now, and I'm shooting his carry optics pistol, and he said I could shoot USPSA rules, so we'll be competing directly against each other in his territory, which I think I know how that's gonna go for me, but we'll find out. Full capacity magazine, running and gunning USPSA
Running and
rules.
gunning. It comes down to this. It really comes down to this.
Yeah, it really does. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Don't jerk the trigger, okay?
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Unload and show clear.
It's kind of wild. 9:38 is the time to beat.
822.
What are you doing?
What is it?
It's 8:22, man.
Oh, okay. All right.
You
But what?
demolished me.
Yeah, but I think my hits are probably not great. I don't know. We'll see. Did I have a miss? Whew. Now, what actually happens in real matches when Quinn and I go shoot together is I freak out and get anxious, and he's like in total control the whole time, and I have mics everywhere, and he ultimately beats me. That's what really happens in the real world. But I'll take it for today. So
we'll see the hits. We got to see the hits.
we got to see the hits, and that's what we're going to do next. Good transition. We're going to look at the scores for all this and do a quick debrief and kind of talk about what we learned. So we'll see you in a few minutes.
The debriefing.
Okay, so we have tabulated the scores, and we can talk intelligently now about how all the guns performed. We decided to score the IDPA stuff as USPSA scoring, just so that way we could compare all the guns. And in USPSA, what you are looking for is a hit factor, a high hit factor. It's basically points per second, right?
Yep.
So talk through how you calculated that.
So what I did is I added up all the points. A zone is 5 points. A C zone is 3 points. And the D zone, the far outer one, is 1 point. I tabulate that and then divide it by the time.
And then misses, which there were some, when you completely whiffed the target, like I did, trying to go really fast at the end, that's a minus 10.
Minus 10, and you don't get the points.
And you also don't get the
yeah.
points from the hit you would have gotten. Okay, so the highest hit factor was what number?
That was a 695.
6.95 points per second.
Trevor with open.
So open wins, not surprising. Open had the highest hit factor overall in our test. Okay, up next.
Next up was Quinn Carry Optics. 6.92 hit factor. 6.95, 6.92.
So super, super close. And
Yeah.
that's, again, not surprising. It's basically this gun without a compensator, but a nice long slide with an optic, right?
Right.
Then Quinn again, I assume.
Production, and that was 6.8 with production.
Okay, so these are all pretty close.
Yep.
So this would have been the next best performance.
Then Quinn again, IDPA compact carry 537.
IDPA compact carry 537. So that was this gun, 8+1. So that's pretty impressive, you know, to be able to shoot this gun fast like that with only 8 rounds in the gun.
Oh, nice gun.
It's a cool gun.
Yeah. Trevor Carry Optics. Really wanted to go fast.
Yeah.
377.
So this gun, in my hands, performed all the way down here because I was totally going for broke to try to beat him. And so I edged him by over a second on time, but I had 2 complete misses on the target. So I wasn't even watching the sights, right?
And then finally, Trevor with backup gun, 2.55.
Yes.
And it wasn't because of misses, it was because all of the reloads.
Yes, so the time was slow, but the hits were actually more or less pretty good. Okay, so, I mean, I think it kind of lays out like you would expect for top performance, a compensated gun with an optic on it, not a surprise. After that, a heavier sort of gun with a longer slide and a longer sight radius and a longer barrel and an optic, not a surprise.
Right.
And then when you get all the way down to the end, obviously the smallest gun with 5 rounds in it is going to be the hardest one to shoot. So I would like to congratulate you on your win, though.
I don't know. You got the high.
You got the high. Yeah, I got the high, but overall, Quinn destroyed me with the gun that he shoots in competition. So hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, this was all about showing you what competition looks like. Go out and find a club, try it out. Don't be afraid. And I guess we'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks so much.
God bless America.
We love discipline.